Hey there, dear friends on YouTube. Today I will try to install tripper navigation on this Royal Enfield Classic 350. I bought it a year ago, and those motorcycles that had been delivered here to the States before that came without tripper navigation because of the COVID pandemic and the shortage of microchips. So all the motorcycles produced during that time period, they were delivered without the tripper. But I bought it. I bought the tripper navigation here, and I bought it over eBay, $107. And it came all the way from Chennai. And believe it or not, I ordered it Friday and it arrived Tuesday. So 4 days. That's fast delivery. It's a really nice little unit here. And the tripper navigation will sit here, right there. So I will remove this there and put this one down and connect it. But to do that, I need a lot of stuff off. I also want to remove this phone holder here, because I don't need that anymore now. I don't need my phone sitting here for navigation. That will be the tripper. So the phone will stay in my pocket. So that comes off. And then I have a new camera mount that fits down over the lock. I 3D printed it. I'm very excited to test that out as well. So it'll be a very nice and clean setup. And to get to that, I think I need to take the headlamp off and get into this unit here where the dashboard is. And to do that, I will take off the windscreen, and I actually think I will try to leave it off. I would like to try the motorcycle without a windscreen. I can always put it on again. So let's try to take the windscreen off here. I kind of like the windscreen, but I also like the look of the motorcycle without it. I think it makes it look a little old-fashioned. So I would like to try to take it off, but it gives a nice protection when you are riding, and I like that. But let's see, try something new. I'll try to take it off for a bit, and then let's see how that is. Always put it on again. I won't throw it away. Here in the front, there's a little plate here holding this fabric in place. I think that's where they actually, in India, they mount their license plates. They have license plates in the front in India. I think that's what this is for. So here in the States, they just make this little decorative plate for it instead. Okay, I think everything is free now. Yeah, so I should be able to take the whole unit off. And here it comes. And I also want to remove this little phone holder here that I really don't need. So let me see. It's a USB plugged in here. It's a bit in the way. I'll just remove that phone holder because we don't need it anymore. I think it would be such a nice and clean setup, not having all this stuff here on the handlebars. Be very simple. So I need to get this unit off and get access there. And to do that, I think I need to take that ring here off the headlamp to get the headlamp out so I can get this way into the unit. And that ring here just sits with 2 regular screws here. That can be removed here from the side. That's one. And the other one sits kind of down here underneath. Okay, that's the two. And that should allow me to take this out, and I could. Let's see if we can take this off here. Yep. Okay, the whole headlight unit here is off, so I need to get up there. There's some zip ties here I might need to cut. Oh, I think that here, that's the plug for the tripper. I bet it is. And I need access over here in the back, so I need to cut some zip ties here. I think I'll cut this one here. That might be enough, just cutting this. Let's see if that helps. To be able to see what I'm doing in here, I think I will start by removing this screw there that allows me to take the whole dashboard out, the speedometer, because then I have more room to work in there. That's easy, it's only one screw. Should be a 10. Let me get in there. Here, I can. Oh, that's easy. Easy to get to, because that would make it way easier to gain access. Great. And then there should be like a bracket here that I can take down. There is. Okay. With that thing out, that kind of should give me access to this. There it comes. Look how nice. And that pops right up. Awesome, awesome. And there's a big clip here on the back side I'll pull out. Yep. There it came. Oh, it had that red clip here that need to be pulled down. So that made it easier. But that's the whole dashboard that came out here. Or the whole gates, the speedometer and everything. So that's the unit. When I'm feeling down here, it feels like it's one of these screws that sits in here. Let's see if that's the right size. Man, I kind of give up getting to that screw from here. So I need a new strategy. And I think the new strategy would be to lift this whole thing up. I think there's this screw and one over here. Loosen these two. Maybe loosen these two for the handlebars to take this bracket away. Then I might be able to slide the whole thing up and have enough space to work. So I think that's what I'll do. Man, these it's hard. There it comes. So kind of hard to break loose. I'm curious if that's enough to let me lift that up. Yep, it is. Oh, that's good. Okay, that helped. At least there's access to it. Oh man, that made it so much easier. And this one popped right out. Look at that. So here we have the Royal Enfield emblem out. So now it's time to take the tripper here and put it in place. So that one should kind of sit here in this rubber seal. Let's try to put that back in place here. Oh yeah, look at that. How nice is that? And I need to figure out to put this bracket here that we had. Need to go back over here. So this hole here is too small for this one. So I need to drill a little bit to make room for that. I'll just go to the workshop and do that and come back. So this one goes in there. Oh, I think we have a problem here, because this bracket won't fit. It was supposed to sit there, but that will put that way too far out. So I need a spacer there, or something. What can it hold on to? Not even a spacer will do. Let's see. Does this one unscrew? Nope. It does not. It seems like it really sits. No, that can't be unscrewed. Okay, let's try to look again. So that means I basically need something here where this here goes down and touches. Need some legs down. So I'll have to 3D print that. I'll go and make that on the 3D printer. Well, that was a very simple bracket to draw up, so 5 minutes later that's ready. And the 3D printer is already running. And that's great, because I have to put the project on pause. Yeah, I actually have to go to Portland Airport and pick up my wife. She's coming home from Alaska, visiting the kids up there. So I'll have to leave this motorcycle as is for some hours here, and maybe I'll continue on it tomorrow. Meanwhile, the printer, the 3D printer, is printing the bracket I will need to finish the install. So that's all good. Okay, it's the next day, and I'm back at the motorcycle again. I got my wife picked up from the airport in Portland, and meanwhile my 3D printer has been making this little object here. It's a little bracket that I needed to put on this new tripper navigation, and then a knot goes on here, and that will hold it into place. See if we can fit this in here now. So this one goes into there, sits like this, and then we have the plug here that needs to be plugged into it. Where do we have that? There. And then we need to try to get that new bracket on here. There. Seems to work really well. It's a bit of a puzzle to get all this in place here. And here we have the problem. See the new bracket I made here? It's touching this metal frame here. So I need to round it. Need to make a new bracket that it fits into. So we need it all apart again. Man, all these brackets here didn't work. Look at all these iterations I've been through here. 4 different. That's the last one I just had in. And it's too high. So now I made this one. This is slightly lower. And then has this little nose on there for the screw to push on. So I hope this one will be the final one. It's the 5th iteration, but thank goodness for the 3D printer. It's an awesome tool. Let's see here, we have the gauge. And this here is how it sits. So I had to make this extra hole here for this one. That broke another bracket because this one pushed up against it. See, now it goes in here, into that hole. So instead of pushing on it and it broke, snapped it over here, now it's just like this. And it needs to be able to pass the plug here on the side. And these 2 here go down and press on the back side of the housing. So just a screw here now. So I think that's a final one, hopefully. I don't know if it's possible to see, but right there we have clearance now. So now it's not pushing the gauge up. So that looks good. I think we got it now. Yeah, I got the whole thing assembled with the new bracket. So the tripper is installed now. And take a look at that. I really like that. So now it's the moment of truth. Let's try to turn it on. Oh yeah. So now I need to figure out how to connect it. Okay, so let's see. I guess I have to go into that menu.